It's a metal monthly July. Metal, no new metal, just new metal. Yes, it's Metal Monthly Banger's look at what's being released in metal that month. As always, I'm Blayne Smith. If you like me, you can catch more of me at twitch.tv/metalcomedy. If you like Banger, you can support Banger at the Patreon page we have, or you can head over to our merch store, or you can just get liked, subscribed on the YouTube channel, leave a comment, as always. I'm reporting from another location of my house because we're still sort of COVID lockdowny, but hey, it looks like we're through the first wave, and I'm sure just like black metal, the second wave will be significantly less brutal and deadly, right? Cool. So, as always, let me run down some of the bigger releases coming out that month. It's July, so we've got on the 3rd, Boris. No, it's a self-released. They've got very passionate fans, so they can self-release albums. That's great. Always nice to see. July 10th, Hacken is releasing Virus on Inside Out. Inter Arma is releasing Garber's Days Revisited on Relapse. Static X is releasing Project Regeneration Volume 1 on Utsego. Sure. Voivod is releasing the End of Dormancy EP on Century Media. July 17th, we've got Ramahoy releasing Time 2 Party on Napalm. July 24th, the Acacia Strain is releasing Slow Decay on Rise. And July 31st, our favorite obelisk humans are released, Imperial Triumphant are releasing Alphaville on Century Media. I would have probably put that in here, but look, we all know Imperial Triumphant. I don't need to run down them like they're a new band. They're sweet. You should definitely pick that record up. But that's the list of the big things coming out. Hey, let's move on to the albums you might miss if I didn't tell you I was excited about them, or maybe you're a super cool guy or girl or whatever, and you would have caught them anyways. Either way, good for you. So the first thing I'm excited to talk about this month is Eternal Rot's Putridarium. It comes out on God of War Productions July 6th, which is in the future now, but I think is in the past when this comes out. So hey, buy the album, but check out this track first. Yes, this is some Polish/UK death doom of the grimy, gross variety, featuring another great cover by banger friend Riddick. Eternal Rot have really worked with Riddick to kind of carve out a cool, unique style for the band. All their stuff is really, and I like it. I love when a band does that. I've talked about Eternal Rot on here before. You maybe seen me wearing some of the merchandise because their first record came out and it sounded like Hooded Menace, and I'm president of the Hooded Menace fan club, so of course I was on board. But hey, good news about this record. It seems they've stepped out of that shadow, and it now sounds 100% like an Eternal Rot record, so that's even cooler. Part of that is due to the addition of new drummer Erratic. He has a weird kind of unorthodox style. He's doing different things that you don't normally hear a lot of metal drummers do. The album starts with a fun, swaggery drum part, and it kind of permeates the whole record. And that allows Mayer to really go ham. Their creativity really blends and gets out there. And Grindok's lyrics, come on. Endless Stream of Coffins is the name of a track. Wow, that's what I'm talking about. So, if you did listen to that first record, this record is pretty much better in every way, and that record was great, so yay! Good news, which is very important right now. Cling to the good news. So let's shed the doom and just get to the death. Next album, Sepulchral Curse, is releasing Only Ashes Remain on Transcending Obscurity. Boy, I'm really digging that label lately. July 31st, have a listen to a track now. Let me know what you think. yeah, this is some death metal out of Finland with the very Finnish sound. We've got a great Necron's Tomb King Z looking album cover by Alex Tarsus. So this band has done some weird witchcraft necromancy thing here, because these guys have basically managed to make a second Demolic record, but in not just in a copy way. They've managed to fill in the 17-year gap and come up with a way that band might have progressed to create a second album that sounds different enough from them that it's not derivative, but familiar enough that fans will be like, hell yeah, this is so awesome. If you dig the Finnish death metal sound, this is both simultaneously a perfect example of it and a cool, progress within the genre. I'm super excited about this record as well. Boy, this month is really stacked. I was worried about COVID kind of whittling down the records, but boy, the 2 knockouts, and boy, we got 3 more knockouts. Let's get to another knockout. It's a UFC knockout compilation now! Our third record this month is Spirit Possession, self-titled album coming out on Profound Lore. Hey, another banger, but a month of banger pals. It's a month of friendship. July. Comes out July 24th. Have a listen now, because you're going to need to pre-order this. So this is some Portland-based black metal, but it sure sounds like it came out of Europe to me. It definitely could have snuck on this list by the cover alone by Luciana Lupe Vasconcelos. I hope I didn't mess up your name, but oh boy do I love her artwork, so as always I feel like that balances things out. But it turns out this album deserves a cover that good. It could only have a cover that good because it is that good. It's wild for a 2-piece to be making this much of a racket, but they really, really do, and it's just a perfect blend of the weirdness of a band like Wormlust and then just the fun party of a band like Venom. Your kind of skull-cracking black metal crowd and your art black metal crowd, I feel like are going to come together on this record. 2 normally different sides. There's something on here for both of you, and it appeases both of you and doesn't cross lines that the other one doesn't like. It's for everybody. It's a record to bring us together. I want to see this band so live. I want them to be on the floor. I want everybody to be around them, shoving. Maybe 2021. Sigh. Alright, I'm talking too fast, and so I'm gonna
talk real slow to bring in this next real slow record. The Funeral Orchestra is releasing Negative Evocation Rights on Nuclear War Now Productions, July 15th. Let's slow into a listen.
So yes, this is some Swedish funeral with a capital F Doom, extreme funeral. I don't know who did this cover, but I love when bands do that kind of open-faced sandwich album cover style where you've got all the information on the front. It looks classy. It looks like I'm picking up a classical or a jazz record. It's really cool. I'm always a big fan of it. So normally I keep this kind of weird stuff in my incognito tab, but sometimes you accidentally open it in a regular browser window and it's in your history forever. This is Funeral Doom, so it will be divisive. Very specific type of person's going to like this record, but that specific type of person is going to go crazy over this record because this is such a slow record, but the entire time it has such a sense of menace and negative energy. Normally, you know, it's hard when you're that slow to kind of keep that up 100% of the time, but all through the record, really great. It's almost like a Sleep record, except imagine if Sleep wasn't so much a fan of weed as, I don't know, drinking fetid water in an evil cave. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know if that'll make sense to anyone else, but I think that's the sound and a good description and should sell you on this record. Our palate cleanse for the week brings us to Valkyrie with Fear. It's coming out on Relapse Records July 24th. Here's one of the songs they have up right now, though. Some Virginia-based doom of the heavy, doomy, metal, hard rock variety. Now, there was a note on the promo that said, hold online reviews till July 13th. But this is not a review. This is to let you know about records that are coming out, and this can't come out July 13th, so I think this is okay. I'm not going to give you any details of the record. Besides, we're just going to talk about the 2 songs that are available, and we can all extrapolate from there. So this is Peter Adams, that used to be in Baroness. You might recognize his sound, but this is actually his first band, which was formed with his brother, Jake, or not his first band, it was before Baroness, his time in Baroness, but we're getting complicated. Let's talk about the music. So, we've got some really great, that kind of 70s feeling hard rock with that great doom vibe, you know, real Sarah-esque stuff. If you're a fan of the suggestions Sarah gives you, I feel like you'd be a fan of this too. So again, I'm not going to talk about anything going on the record. I'm just going to say, listen to those 2 tracks. If you like those 2 tracks, you can maybe guess what the rest of the record will sound like and if it'll be great or not. I think I have not crossed any lines there. Hey, obeying rules. And hey, that's been the show. Boy, 5 records. Seriously, these 5 are some real heavy hitters. Very easy purchases, I think, all of them. This might be one of the most tight, solid, wacky, crazy cool months I've been doing this show. You know, as always, thanks for watching. You know, sound off in the comments. Let us know what you're excited about. Obviously, we'll be reviewing some records as well. Don't worry there. And, hey, we've got a surprising review coming up for me this month, so that'll be sweet. You know, like, comment, subscribe, Patreon, good stuff.